Hey, good morning, everybody. So, the term I can't breathe. This is kind of going to be the topic for today's vlog. I mean, it's really sad that we have to do a vlog like this in the middle of 2020. Uh, the fact that people are still being confronted with racism in this day and age is just completely absurd. Very classless, and it's just a bunch of uneducated hillbillies who are out there spreading hate towards everybody. Guys, I don't care if you're black, if you're white, if you're gay, or you're straight, your life does matter. It doesn't matter where you are in life, where you come from. It doesn't matter what your goals are. Fact is whether you're black or white, you're still a human, you're still a breathing being, and you do have the right. You do have you have the right to the respect and the love of everybody. Um, Hearing a grown man pleading for his life, saying he cannot breathe. Me being a Caucasian, 40-year-old guy, seeing kind of what's going on in the world. I'm just gonna have to be straight up and honest, guys. If you're a police officer and you're doing such acts, you are under oath. Not only did you apply for your job, you went to school, you did your training, and you swore under oath to serve and protect everybody, not just a white person. That does not mean you have the right to go out and use excessive force towards anybody for any reason. If they are coming at you in a threatening manner, it's one thing. It's just like a civilian. If somebody comes at me in a threatening manner, you're going to get a gun pulled on you. That's how it is. But somebody who's not doing any harm to anybody, whether you're cashing a bad check, whether you're trying to steal something to eat, does not mean that you have the right to die by use of force by people who are sworn under oath to serve and protect you. So let me say this. If you are a police officer and you're using excessive force, if you think you're above the law, you're a complete low-class idiot, and you need to be put in prison. If you are committing murder because you're wearing a badge, you are held to a higher standard. You don't need to have murder 3 put on you. You need to have capital murder, murder 1, whatever state you're in. You need to have the maximum amount of punishment handed to you, slapping you directly in the face. Because what you're doing to America is dividing people, dividing races, because you are an insecure little prick. If you have a problem, drop me a comment, drop me a link, and believe me, you will not want to go there. Guys, some of the nicest, some of the most respectful people, some of the sweetest and most caring people I have ever met have been African American. There is absolutely no reason to be scared of an African American person just because their skin is black. You know what? It doesn't matter. When I look at you, I don't see a skin color. I don't care what your nationality is. I don't care what the skin tone is. What I look at is you as a person. Like I said in a lot of my other vlogs, doesn't matter where you came from, doesn't matter your skin color, you're still a person. You are a living, you are a breathing being. And for that, you are loved, And with what's going on in the world, don't let insecure wannabe police officers and government officials get you down. Stand up, be peaceful, but at the same time, go out and protest, be heard, but at the same time, be respectful for other people. Guys, you cannot go out and do a protest blocking major intersections. You cannot go out and do a protest and vandalizing things, spray painting things, damaging vehicles, whether it be my personal vehicle or a city-owned vehicle. Guys, tax dollars are paying for these city vehicles. Tax dollars are paying for the damage that you are creating because you want to go out and you want to be heard. That is not the way to do it. You are just as guilty as a murdering police officer when you're out doing illegal criminal activity. Do it respectfully, do it peacefully, and you will be heard. Don't stop your protest. Just don't go out blocking intersections. I mean, people are getting ran over by cars because they're blocking a street. I'm sorry, but if you are blocking a street and there's somebody in a car that needs to go to work or has a place to go, they're going to feel threatened when there are 1,000 people standing around their car beating on their car. You know, you have no right to be mad whenever you are illegally in a street blocking it. Have some common sense. Have some respect for the other people around you. Or everything that you're trying to do as far as being heard and getting the equality that you deserve, you're throwing it out the window. Because acting foolish is not going to get you anywhere. Going out calm and collected, having respect for the other people, the other property around you, that's what's going to get you heard. That's what's going to get things to change. Sadly, since this ignorant, arrogant president has been in office, the hate crimes, the hatred, the racism has gone out the roof. You know, whether you like the president or you hate the president, if you can't see how bad it has gotten racism-wise, you are an idiot. You're the problem. Again, you know, it doesn't matter what race you are. There's good and there's bad in every race. So, just because there's a few bad apples doing something, it's just like protesters. Majority of the protesters, they're out there doing a good, a positive thing. But you always have one or two idiots who want to go out and act a fool. You know, we can't group all the protesters into that into the negativity, into those bad groups. Whenever the majority of the Black Lives Matters people are some amazing people. They don't want trouble. They don't want vandalism. They don't want harm towards anybody. All they want is the same love and respect and peace that they deserve. Guys, I want to just thank you all for tuning into the video. I'm just going to kind of cut it a little bit short today. There's so much going on. There's so many raw emotions that are going on. Just know that you are loved, that you are never alone. And, you know, if you need somebody to talk to, you know, reach out. There's several support groups. You can reach out to the Black Lives Matters. You can reach out to me. You can there's several places to reach out to if you're having stress, if you're feeling down, or if you're just scared and need to talk to somebody, you know. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. Guys, thank you all so much. You all be safe. Remember, if the police approach you, put your hands up. It's sad you have to do it in 2020, but let's stay alive until everything can get settled and calm down and everybody can be recognized as a human and not a skin color. If the police approach you, simply comply with the police. You may not like it, but it's going to keep you alive. Comply with what they're saying. Put your hands up so they know that you're not a threat. Just listen to them. Stay calm. And at the end of the day, you can go home. You can contact an attorney, and you can do it the legal and more educated, classy way. There's no reason to go start fights. There's no reason to hurt people. There's no reason to kill people. Officers, you are held to a higher standard. I've got several police officers on my friends list and that I've known in person for years. They are some great people. Not all cops are bad guys. The majority of the cops that I know, all the cops that I personally know, are some amazing people. I know a couple of officers who are actually gay and in interracial relationships. There we go. You know, there's some amazing people. So don't group all the police officers into one bad group, because they're not all like that. You know, I want to say 95% of the police force are some amazing, loving, trustworthy people. But you do have some bad apples there. You got some bad firemen. You got some bad paramedics. You got some bad nurses. You have some bad black people, white people. There's bad in everybody. Not in everybody. There's bad in every race. There's bad in every profession. But not everybody is bad. So just take a deep breath. Realize that, you know, you're loved. That your life is worth a lot. And just be peaceful, guys. Just be peaceful. Be loving. Hopefully, we never have to hear another grown man or anybody else pleading that he can't breathe because he's got 3 idiotic trashy cops sitting on him committing murder. Hopefully we never have to deal with that again. Hopefully we never have to see that again. Hopefully our government that is sworn to serve and protect us will step up and do the right thing and put all 3 of those police officers that killed Mr. Floyd in prison for murder 1, not just a manslaughter, because manslaughter is just a slap on the wrist to him, and it's a slap in the face to every law-abiding, tax-paying citizen in this world. Guys, murder 1, capital murder, whatever the hell your state calls it, government people, if you do not charge these 3 idiotic cops for capital murder, murder 1, you are just as guilty as a murdering police officer. You're letting somebody walk free for political and skin color reasons. Don't be a piece of trash. Do your job that you were sworn to do, and do it correctly. As far as the Atlanta issue with the college students being tased, of course, we don't know the entire video, we don't know the entire story, but nevertheless, 2 females in a car with bystanders around. Initially, the police department said that they were trying to flee. You know what? You're not going to flee in a vehicle where there's 1,000 people standing there. Not going to happen. Use of force, I've seen shattered windows and taser guns being deployed. They did not look like a threat to me. Another video came out with another idiot officer. I don't know what state it was in, but he had his knee in another guy's neck. The arresting officer, actually cuffing the suspect, noticed it and yanked the idiot officer's knee off the guy's neck. So that just shows you there's good cops out there. And there's some idiots and police forces, you know, police chiefs, sheriffs, take this to heart. If you have officers who cannot handle the stress of the job, if they cannot be aware of what they're doing in the heat of the moment, you, as an elected official, have the obligation to fire these idiots who are killing and hurting civilians, who essentially are, with their tax dollars, paying your salaries. Now, there are some officers out there who are done by grants, stuff like that. Regardless, taxpayers are paying the salaries of you guys. It's your job, your sworn obligation to keep us safe. And if you are not intelligent enough to do so, you need to resign. If you are not man enough to discipline and fire your officers that you have working on your force, that do not know their surroundings, that are not educated enough to know you cannot put your knee in somebody's neck, you're just as guilty as the murdering person. Guys, police departments, sheriff's departments, government officials, you all need to step up and start acting the part that you were elected to do, or you need to step out of the way and let somebody with some intelligence do the job. It is 8/11 on June 3rd of 2020. So if I wind up missing, you know what happened. But not really worried about that. But guys, let's be serious though for a second. Black lives do matters. Gay life matters. Straight life matters. White people matter. Everybody matters. We're all in this together. Let's learn how to respect each other. Let's learn how to love each other. And remember, if you're watching this video, you are loved and you're never alone. You are an amazing person, and you all have a blessed day. Thank you.